I am Marcus Blake with That Nerd Show here at the 2018 Dallas International Film Festival, and we are speaking with Mike Blizzard and company over the film, and starring Austin.
Also starring Austin.
Also starring Austin. Even on May the 4th, you're bound to get the title wrong from time to time. So, this is a very interesting film, talking about the film community and everything within Austin and just what made it great. What drew you to this, compiling all of these stories? You just figured it was time to tell this story?
Well, Austin's my adopted hometown, and so I started a conversation a few years ago with a friend about, what are the top 10 movies that have been shot in Austin? Slacker, Dazed and Confused,
sure.
Spy Kids, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, etc. And then I was watching a movie, the Austin Film Society was honoring Meatloaf, which is an interesting person.
Right.
The Texas Film Hall of Fame. Must have been a slow year, but they showed Roadie, a film that he shot in Austin, starred in Austin in 1980, and while watching it I could just feel the entire audience wanting to press pause during this chase scene in the film. It was at the Alamo Drafthouse. And this idea struck in my head, what if you strung together these movies over time, you would sort of show the growth and development of Austin over the decades. And it was that simple of an idea at first, but once we started, Laura and I started watching all these movies, we ended up watching over 200 films and logging them. We realized there's something else going on too. There's a culture of Austin that sort of seeps through in these movies, even if they're not expressly set there.
Right.
And so Austin is a character in a lot of these films.
It's very much something out of a John Ford film, where the landscape and everything where you're shooting is that side character.
Yeah.
But just as important.
Yeah. So Austin's a character in that it brings, and it also sort of encourages creativity with people. People come there to find themselves, to be creative. It's that sort of
Do you feel that that's still true today compared to what it was 25 years ago, though?
I do. I think it's different. There's no question it's different.
Right.
And if you look at these movies, you'll see those very stark differences.
Right.
But there's something that's remained. There's something that persists. So you live there for a while and you get older and you get grumpy about the place and you think, the places I like to go to aren't there anymore, they got torn down.
Sure.
But there's always this new thing that's going on, this reinvention of the city. So that when young people that are still flocking there to be themselves, to find themselves, to do what they want to do. And I think the film, especially at the end, really tells that aspect of the story.
Now, out of all the films that you are kind of stringing together, is there a particular favorite of yours that really captures it? I know for me personally, it's got to be Slackers, because it's that continual from scene to scene, and there's no sharp, it just goes from and you're like the stream of consciousness around Austin.
Yeah, that one though for me is not. I moved to Austin in 2010, and so that's not a very recognizable Austin. It's very desolate downtown, and Austin's not very like that. Though the conversation, the kind of hippie, philosophical conversations that are going on are still very familiar. For me, it's Death Proof. That's my favorite.
Nice. All right,
And it's a lot of the same places I go to.
I'm going to ask one last question before I run out of battery power and have to switch. If you could have a superpower or a weapon of choice within the nerd universe to fight the forces of evil, what would it be?
A chainsaw.
Nice. How about you?
Sort of laser gun.
A laser gun?
And a Wookiee at my side.
No, you gotta have a Wookiee at your side.
Just there roaring.
Exactly.
Pet Ewok.
Pet Ewok. Oh my goodness, yes, please.
What a great answer. So, thank you very much. Can't wait to see the film.
All right, thank you.